we're 7 seasons into the save now, and I have never been in this position. We are in a genuine relegation battle. Oh dear. But there is light, viewers. There is light at the end of the tunnel. As yes, it's our second episode with Sevilla, and we're taking on Real Madrid and Real Betis. Now. I say it's got better. By that I mean we won one game. I lost 5-2 to Real Sociedad. I don't really want to talk about it. We did beat Levante 3-2 away, which could be crucial, before losing 4-2 in a game that was actually relatively even against Barcelona. I say relatively even. I think we had 3 shots. 4! I was doing us a disservice. The XG is still a load of bollocks, really, but we'll go along with it. But the important thing is that there are subtle signs of life. We are beginning to make little inroads, and only slight inroads, into this position we've managed to get ourselves into. You'll note that I've got a lot of people coming in on free transfers. You'll see all of them probably through summer. I don't know if I'm going to do a full transfer window stream. I'm not 100% sure yet. But either way, I have actually made some more signings in. And I've also made a few more sales out. The main one being that of Steven Bergwijn, who has gone for £22.5 million to Roma. And I do feel that that is a decent bit of business for us, because he wasn't really offering much to the team. I'm kind of happy to let him go. I don't play wingers, so there's no point in having him. And with the money that's brought in, I've managed to get the finances a little bit better now. We're only at minus 34 million, which is much more like it. But we have gotten a couple of more players on loan. Celso is a young right-back, just to provide cover for Rosario. Got him on loan from Porto. You can tell here physically is where he really excels. Everywhere else he's absolutely terrible. Hopefully he won't have to have too much game time, but he probably will at some stage, because Rosario will no doubt get injured. And another one is from Portugal, and this guy, I haven't got a little eye on maybe buying him at some point. Erhan Orhan, which is a superb name as well. I mean, if that's not a reason to buy him, I don't know what is. He's on loan from Sporting Lisbon, and you can see why I bought him in. Adds a little bit of culture, a little bit of class to a midfield that is really sort of bolstering now, but I need to get it into the position where we really do dominate games of football, which is hard to do in the Spanish league. So I've had to kind of compensate with a bit of work rate as well as the technical ability. I need to find like really well-rounded players that are going to get on the ball and make stuff happen for us and get it into the front players. Before we take on Madrid, we might as well address the elephant in the room, which is, where are we in the table? We're just above the drop zone, and annoyingly, Huesca, who are just below us, can actually overtake us if they win their game. Annoyingly, Coruña have got a better record against us, which is why they're currently ahead, but I do get to play them again this season, and you better believe I'm going to be bringing you that game. And as you can see then, there's a massive jump up to Espanyol, who are currently a full 8 points ahead of us. But if we beat Madrid today, funny, then, you know, we might get a little bit closer. Just to let you know, they've got some sensational players, including Milinkovic-Savic, Odegaard, Sanderberg, Ibanez, Pedro Porro, who we're all familiar with. This guy I could have had at Leipzig. Wow, Alex Kwame. Wow, this is the kind of player I want. I mean, how he's only valued at 74 million. He could easily be the best player in the world with those attributes. He's going to absolutely destroy us. But we have to believe. We have to believe that we can get something out of this. So it is going to be the kind of lineup that we've gone with recently. It's done us pretty well, and by that I mean it won a game. Robles is in goal, and you've got Sebas, Anderson, and Marcel as the back two there, with Rosario on the right. Canna has dropped to the bench because he's not played particularly that well. He's played at 6.68. These two, though, I mean, I don't know actually whether to trust them both, if I'm honest. I'm going to. Santalo, Maria, Oscar, and Alvarado make up the midfield four, and then you've got Gonzalez and Delap. Delap and Gonzalez, by the way, both playing quite well. They're the one thing that's kind of good that's come out of this formation. Two up front, that seems to work really well in Football Manager this year. You create a lot more chances, you finish a lot more chances. This is all I can do, really. Bloody hell. I mean, we're playing some lovely football, to be fair. Seabass, it's over the top. Seabass just makes it sound like, obviously, a sort of fish. It also makes it sound like Seabiscuit, like that horse movie with Tony Maguire in it. As It's gone well. Kwame gets his 28th goal of the season 4 minutes in. Can we just get past this, please? Can we just hurry up? Well, we did well to fight back against Barcelona. We got back to 2-2 quite early on in the game, to be fair, as the game went on. As Gonzalez whips in towards Delap, it's just such a poor ball in. And now, I forgot even they got Jeremy Doku as well. I mean, this is just unfair. Doku, I mean, it's an awful finish, but just we cannot contain them at the moment. Goal difference doesn't really matter. It's all about the individual records against teams. So as long as we beat the teams in and around us, we'll be okay. Pelea, there was a ball to be played there, and he just bottled it. Alvarado on the ball to Santalo. Oscar back. This is some nice triangle work here. I like this. Oscar on the ball. Back to Santalo. Great ball over the top. Liam Delap. We're not going to get many chances, and we sure as hell aren't going to get ones better than that. That is an awful finish. There's some lovely build-up play, so it's obvious that we can play some football when we want to. Just, yeah. I don't know what Pascavicius. I mean, that is Robles. Seriously. I mean, do we want to see it again? Pascavicius. It's a. I mean, it's a bit of FIFA rebounding. Let's not pretend it isn't. It could have fallen anywhere, and the way he did it, it looks like he pushed it out of the goal, but no, it decided it would magnetise itself to Alex Kwame's boot. I hate him already. Are the forwards even bothered about trying to win the ball back? Pedro Porro whips it in front post. Oh, Anderson actually makes a block. He was actually in a good defensive position. I never thought I'd see the day. Like, genuinely never thought I'd see the day. It's been absolutely piss poor. I'm not happy, as you can imagine. Alvarado's coming off because he's been awful. And bring on Erhan Orhan. And Oscar's going to move up into that. Look at that. The star ratings would suggest we've got a really good team. They're just so poor. I mean, the sad thing is, I would take a 2-0. That's the sad truth of this, is that I would happily take a 2-0. As Orhan gets his first touch as a Sevilla player. And plays a nice ball over to Sebas, who finds Peleo and Maria. Maria to Gonzalez. Nice. Back to Peleo. Oscar. Lovely ball through to Gonzalez. Please finish. You could argue that we could actually be at 2-2 now. Gonzalez is coming off. He's had an absolutely atrocious day. And Real Madrid legend Raul is going to come on. Not actually Raul, it's just his namesake. We've had 2 massive chances in this game, and we balls them both up as Oscar whips this in. This is going to be a counter-attack. Maybe not, actually. Delap, it's a decent header straight at Courtois, though, because Cal Surprise, at least it was on target. Courtois with a decent-ish ball out, but they're giving it away. Raul! He is the namesake. Raul there, lovely finish, and Liam Delap is assist king. 2-1. Hello! Hello! It's an awful header back there. I think it might have been from Kwame. It's an awful header back, and Raul finishes it. The young man showing the older statesman how it's done, the more experienced. This is good. I'd definitely take... No way. Oscar whips the ball in. Awful cross. Awful cross. Well, Courtois' distribution last time is what gave us the chance at a goal, and that's a good header by Rosario into Maria. Oscar to Raul. Raul finds Delap. Oh, nearly. I thought it was going to find its way to Delap. We're all over them here. Sebas whips it. Raul's in around the back. It just needed a bit more curve. We're all over them here. They've given it away. Liam Delap. It's 2-2. Oh, my God. Real Madrid have hit the self-destruct button. What is Courtois doing here? He's just rolled the ball out. It's awful. Liam Delap's anticipation is second to none. I do not believe what I am seeing. Relegation threatens Sevilla 2. Real Madrid 2. Make it 3. Oh, they've missed. I daren't change anything. We've been so much better in the second half as Martino whips it in. You've got to be kidding. Of course, sorry, Real Madrid. Sorry, my mistake. They've always got to get a penalty because it's Real Madrid, correct? Of course it is. Anderson gives away a stupid penalty, even though I don't think it was a penalty. Got to make sure that Real Madrid win the game, haven't we? So, I need to sort out the defence in the summer. I can't, it doesn't matter how good we are going forward, I can't do anything with this back two of Anderson and Marçal, or Anderson and Canna, and Felix makes it 4-2 just to rub it in. So there you go. We had a moment. We had a moment of joy, and it's quickly extinguished because it's Real Madrid and they have to win everything, apparently. I was going to say, actually, that was unlucky. I thought the second half, we were excellent. And that's 2 defeats. 2-4-2 defeats to Real Madrid and Barcelona I will take every day of the week. The big one now is if we can get a result against Betis. And I think if I go with that second half sort of lineup and that formation that I had, I think there's a chance really that we might be able to do something here. The thing I forgot about this as well is that this is actually a really good game to watch because it's Sevilla and Betis, as far as I'm aware, actually have a big rivalry. So I didn't realise just how important this game actually is to the fans, which is now making me feel a little bit concerned because if this does not go well, I'm in trouble. Well, the best thing is that Coruña got smashed 5-0. That makes me feel a little bit better. I just need to start hooking some of these other teams in. Just bring some of these other teams back into the fold, like Mallorca, like Espanyol. Just bring them back in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that midfield 4. So Oscar Maria, Orhan, and Santalo are now the midfield 4. The rest of the team I'm going to keep the same. Gonzalo, I know that Raul did really well when he came on. I think he could be quite a decent impact sub for me. But I do feel that this is a game that I need to pinpoint winning. If we can't get up for this and win this, then what more can we do? They've got a guy called Dane Scarlett, who I can't see being a Spanish local, but we will see. I'm going to say it again, we'll do some revenge on Betis, and hopefully that'll mean a little bit more, because obviously these guys are a local rival. So if I beat this, this is going to give me a lot of positivity with the fans, I'd like to think. But they're currently sat in 8th in the table. They're kind of in the middle of nowhere, really. They're not going to make the top 6, I don't think, because they're 8 points away. But they're nowhere near the relegation zone either. So it's a bit of a kind of free swing, I suppose, for us. This is what I want to see. Now, Sebas gets it wide, back to Maria. Paleo tees it back to Santalo. Santalo, Oscar, and Orhan. Great save of the goalkeeper. Football is sensational. More of that, please. Robert on the ball, back to Luis. He's been overlapped here. Jan Valery, obviously ex-Southampton player, on the ball, to Luis. Finds Robert. This is going to be a goal, isn't it? Valery to Luis. Luis hits it in. Of course, it's a goal. It's their first shot on target, so why wouldn't it be a goal? I mean, come on. It's like we're incapable of just clearing crosses. We're incapable of doing it. This is painful. I have a team that could be doing so much, but it's painful because it's just the defence lets us down. The defence is the one that let us down. We should control the midfield. We should be dominating games. And funnily enough, I just don't understand it. I'm throwing the water bowl. I've had enough. This is pathetic now. I just want to leave already. How can that be right? Nicolas Gonzalez is coming off. He's pathetic at the moment. Get out of my face. Raul's coming on. He played so much better in the last game. Screw Gonzalez. Screw all of them. I feel like I've made a massive mistake coming here. I can't lie. I feel like I've made an absolute, utter cock-up coming here. An utter cock-up. We just can't do anything. Apparently we're not keeping the ball. We're not doing anything. Absolutely nothing. I've tried everything, and they're just not doing anything. 2 minutes of added on time. We've lost again in the worst game of the season. I've just said to them, don't let your heads drop. They already have. You're throwing in the towel before we've even got into a game. That's 3 losses straight away, and then we've got bloody Valencia and Villarreal. It's not getting any easier. I mean, the next time we come back is going to be this. It's Andorra and Coruña. 2 games I cannot afford to lose. When you look at the table, I cannot afford to lose those games. I cannot afford to lose those games. This is absolutely awful. I feel awful. I feel like this is hopeless. So next time out, it's a massive game. So next time out, it's massive. It could decide whether we stay in the league or we don't, or whether I stay in the job or not. I feel like I'm already under pressure. The board don't expect me to do that much, but I just feel like this team should be performing so much better, and I'm very angry right now. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's not gone well at Sevilla, has it? Have I made a massive mistake? I'm sure you guys are probably going to say yes. Let me know down in the comment section. Thank you very much for all your support. Thank you for watching. We've got to get through this together. I promise you better days are on the horizon, somewhere along the line. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Until I see you again, stay cool.